Hey everybody, welcome to another podcast of Marketing 101. This week, are Google ads worth it? Absolutely yes. There's two ways to go about Google ads. One is low budget, and that's to help quickly build your brand and SEO. And the other one is high budget. This is to attract and acquire new clients and patients. And let's talk about both. Let's divide these both into two. A constant Google ad campaign is always a great way to market your business, especially for small brick and mortar businesses like health professionals. So, when we start off in startup mode or new clinic mode or franchise mode or whatever it may be, budgets are lower. So, obviously, the choice is to keep costs down and we start off with brand awareness. So, in our Google campaigns here, what we want to be doing is just constantly reminding the public that we exist, getting our brand out there, who we are, what we do, and having an offer or a very easy transaction that they can log into or click on and automatically give you their contact information so that you can build your lists. So it is absolutely fantastic. Look at Google as a billboard that is constantly out there. Actually, it's a targeted ad, unlike a billboard that Facebook and social media is. Social media is you put an ad out and it goes on people's news feeds to a smaller piece of the pie. Remember that not everyone is on social media. Well, a lot of people are on social media. Not everyone's on Instagram. Not everyone is on Facebook. Not everyone is on TikTok. Not everyone is on Pinterest. Not everyone is on LinkedIn. That's what I was trying to say there. But yes, everyone is on social media, some shape or form. So in those ones, you're putting up a billboard in the news feeds, whether it's LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. You're just trying to show up in their feeds. And that's more of the billboard type thing. You're driving by that road and that billboard's there on the side of the road. You just happen to see it because you were driving down that road. So that's the billboard approach, social media. Google is not. Google's direct. Hey, I'm going to target you every time you search about anything health related in a targeted area. And Google has its algorithms to help and its matrix to help delegate your ad and your offer to the right people that are searching for you based on keywords. So you can target them there. The Google machine is the best advertising machine out there. It's just highly competitive. A lot of companies use it and a lot of your competitors use it. So the cost per click, the cost per acquisition is higher. Two strategies when it comes to Google ads. And that's a question that I've been getting recently a lot. Is it even worth it? It is, but it's how much do you throw at it? And a lot of us throw the wrong amount at it with the wrong approach. So we're like, I'm going to put $500 there and hopefully get new patients. Not going to work. I'm going to throw $1,000 towards it and get new patients. Probably not going to work. What you need to do is throw the 500 or the 1,000 towards it every month, but to build your brand. And that's going to be to get your name out there, to get the name of your practice out there, and just that repetitive, that theory of people need to see things at least 7 times to even remember that you exist. That is a great Google strategy because every time they're searching for things health related, and with Google Performance Max, we're now getting into video and imaging and everything else that you can target through Google and its affiliates. So when your kids are scrolling through YouTube and you see that local chiropractor's ad, that video that goes through there, no, I don't know if that's ever happened to you, that's Google ads. And you just set up your Google Max campaign, and through there, it will distribute your videos and your offers across all mediums, which is great. The banner ads that show up in articles, and that's great to be there too, but probably low performing and you're not going to get much from that in the long run. But the repetitive branding is the key there. Okay. Does that make sense? So we want, if we're putting in low dollar amount, our target and our purpose should be to build our SEO and our brand. So what is SEO? Search engine optimization. You get to pick your keywords. I mean, that's the easiest way to do SEO, and then build your website in the background and build your content in the background as well. So if you're in a startup mode or an early business, Google ads are totally worth it because they help propel you online a lot quicker than trying to do it organically. But go back to the SEO podcast that we talked about. Organic is king. Organic, you have to have a great website. You have to have blogs. You have to have content. You have to have social media. You have to have content on there. And you have to have lots of it to build that brand awareness. You have to start there. So the difficulty we're running into with new locations and a new startup mode chiropractors or health professionals is that they have no content, they have no base to build their ads off of. So really, so people already don't know who you are, and now you're forcing ads onto them. It just decreases the impact there as well. The other strategy is like, nope, I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's get new patients. Now you test your market with the ad spend. And a lot of cities that we're in, if you're in a metropolis, you know, $4, $5, $6, $8,000 a month is your Google ad spend. For some of you, you're turning off the podcast now and you're walking away. For others, are like, you're interested. You're like, holy smokes, I didn't know that. But at that levels, that's where you get new patients. Now, I don't know about you and your practice specifically, but in my practice, getting 2 new patients doesn't turn any gears in our office. For some of you that have 8 new patients a month, 2 new patients extra starts turning a bigger gear. It's a big thing. For me, with 60 new patients a month, getting 2 or 3 new patients does not change the cogs at all in my machine. So my endeavors are different. So when I'm trying to do something, yes, I have to put $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 into Google Ads to get 6, 12, 18 new patients from that campaign per month, right? To grow. And the reason I would do that in my space where I am now is maybe I'm onboarding a new associate, got to invest into that, and then get them to, you know, help them get 6, 12, 18 new patients while they go out, do the groundwork, try to get 2, 3, 4, 5 new patients, right? You guys remember, you've all been there. Some of you are starting off right now. So those of you that are starting off right now in an associate position, please understand the investments that go into this. It's not just an employment opportunity. When you get hired on, it's your salary, 1, the investment into you, 2, the cost of having you, 3. So it's huge. And an associate is a huge thing. And that's why there's a feud between doctors and associates later down the road, is because we don't show, both sides don't show their value. And make sure that's off the bat. Owners, make sure you're showing them, you know, this is what we're doing to start off. This is what I expect for an ROI. This is what you should expect. This is where your goals should be, so that we can budget. And then why did I get off track with that? Because this is how you budget your ad spend and what you're going to pour into that. So, or maybe you are solo, or maybe you are in a growth mode and you're like, I would love to get 15 new patients. Then it's time to start investing into Google Ads. Is there a wrong way to do that too? Could you do it wrong and waste a lot of money? Yes, but don't be fearful of that, because you can actually go in there, and the way Google Performance Max has done this thing, it's straightforward. It's testing and just knowing what you're looking at with the results, and just testing that. So I would start off with 2,500, 3,500 to start, and just know that the budget should be around 5,000, but you can test your market as well. Can you overspend? Can you set the budget too high and be like, am I spending too much? The answer to that is actually no, but there's always reasons why that could happen, because Google Performance Max won't spend your money if they can't find a target audience for you. That's the beauty. So I've actually tested this, and 1 month, you know, we set a budget for 5,000. It was 4,150, and I was like, that's interesting. It's been running for 90 days straight. Why was it 4,150 this month? It literally didn't say it on Google Performance Max, but when I started reading some blogs, it ended up saying they won't spend your money if they can't get it out there, if the people are not clicking on the keywords. So I learned I had to change my keywords up and pour more into the bigger ones, which they're supposed to do. So if you pick 10, 11 keywords, and the top 3 are the ones that are performing the most, then Google's automatically supposed to put all the money towards those top 3 as you continue to run these ads. So for mine, we were just hitting a max searchability for those ads around my area. And that was it, because you can set target parameters as well. So Google will not show this to someone, 100 miles away from you. They will keep it in there as well. So, point of the podcast, are Google ads worth it? Yes, it depends on the strategy that you're implementing on this. And we all know where most of you are. You want new patients. It's a cycle you can't break. As a coach and a consultant, you're always trying to teach that. That's a problem mentality, to think about that all the time, to say, man, I need more patients to grow. The answer to that is yes and no. If you're always in a constant battle to get new patients, then we have a bigger problem in the systems and procedures in the office, for sure. I mean, people have got to stick around unless you're running a model that's very different. So Yeah, that's there too. So if you run truly an acute practice like a PT model, let's say there's nothing wrong with that, then yeah, you need to be getting new patients all the time. So you should be doing consistent marketing in many different avenues because your average visit with a patient, is going to be 6, 7, 8, 10 treatments. And they should get better. Maybe it's a rotator cuff thing, maybe it's a knee thing, maybe you're a sports chiropractor, whatever it may be. And that's what they're coming to you for. Then that makes perfect sense. Then Google, social media, referral, networking, I mean, half your job is marketing for sure. If you're in a wellness type practice, you shouldn't be grinding too hard to get new patients consistently. You should have a machine and a budget that just always has self-awareness in your community to help it keep going. If you need any help with any of this stuff, we're here for you. There's a lot of people we refer to as well. This is another thing. People think I know it all. I do not know it all. So what happens is when I get a unique question, I refer out, or I call up my people that I know in the digital world, and I ask them, what could this be? And they tell me what's up with that. So, and I get back to you pretty quickly there. Our clients very fast. We get back to our clients almost same day with questions and answers because their businesses are top priority. This is a side gig for me with the podcast, and I will still get back to you quickly within a day or two. Give me some time on that. But we're here for you. The group is here for you. Make sure you join Facebook Marketing 101 for chiropractors. It's not just for chiropractors, but we did keep it pretty clicky. I do like my peers, so I keep them in there just to protect the misinformation. That's what it is. It's a nest egg to protect the misinformation out there. You don't have a lot of outside people in there chiming in on wrong information. We did that on purpose, and we're not here, and we don't want random people in the group selling you. You're part of those groups too, where it's all sell. Hire me, I can help you with your ad copy. Hire me, I can help you. We didn't want that in that group. So it's just a safe group that you can talk to your peers about marketing and things that have worked for other people. So make sure to join that group too. Test out Google, play with it. If you don't have a Google Ads manager or a Google Ads account, open it up. Make sure your Google My Business is set up. Make sure you open that up. You don't have to spend any money. Just go in there and start playing. Look around. It looks like a behemoth, but they've really started to simple it down. When you go to a Performance Max campaign, start there. Send in some images. They will flag you if it's inappropriate. They will flag you if it's worded wrong. They will flag you if your landing page is not accurate. And then that's how you learn and say, oh, okay, this is the things that I can do. I'm going to warn you right now. If you get into Google, weight loss is a big no-no. Don't say those words. Don't do that. Don't market it. And number 2, regenerative medicine. Be careful with that. And birthing, midwives, if you're part of anything like that in your practice, saying anything about birth, being able to give birth, that will flag you. And I'm warning you about those 3 things: weight loss, regenerative medicine, and birthing, is because you will be flagged and shut down. And that's a big problem on Google. Very hard to get back up with that. So be careful that you don't do those 3 things. When it comes to regenerative medicine, can you talk about therapies? Yes, you just can't promise any results, and do not say the word stem cell. That is it. Have a great week. Get out there. Take care.